We're now joined on the news by our correspondent who is in Kogi State, Lokoja, I understand, Lanre Lasisi. Lanre, well, we're two issues now, the burning down of the INEC office and the result of the courts being awaited. What do you know now?
Well, let me start with the second question, Olumide. We understand that that case is still on. Judgment has not been delivered. So we're still awaiting the judgment from those cases. But on the second question you asked as regards the office in Dekina, yes, we understand some people, suspected thugs, went in there around 2 a.m. and were demanding for the sensitive materials that were distributed yesterday. And when they could not get their hands on that, they proceeded to burn down the office. Now, I spoke with a top official of the commission, and he made it very clear that non-sensitive materials were the only ones that were affected. By that, he meant the ballot boxes, the cubicles, generators, and some of the structures. But that the sensitive materials, the ballot papers, the card readers were not affected, and so the elections will go on as expected. But obviously this signposts a very clear sign that there is or needs to be more security towards these elections coming up tomorrow, especially in this area. And I hope you understand that Dekina local government is where most of the polling units that will take the elections will hold on Saturday are located. So that makes it a very, very significant part of the elections tomorrow.
We can only expect that the investigations will uncover the perpetrators and the motive behind this action. But it does send an ominous signal, as you just mentioned, because I think this is the first time concerning the Kogi governorship elections that this type of controversial and even violent incident will occur.
Yes. Well, this is not the first time, and like we've been told, for most of the people I spoke with, NGOs, observer groups, they had actually set a warning signal on that part, that's Kogi East area generally. This makes it very clear that those fears were not misplaced. We hope the security agencies will concentrate, and as they put in their own arrangements to make sure the elections go without any more incidents, special attention will be focused in this place where something has already happened and more could happen.
Well, Larry, obviously, since these people didn't get what they intended to get, we can assume, one can guess that it's the sensitive material that they were after, that they may probably want to do this again, and that the security agents should be up and doing to make sure it doesn't recur. But before we let you go, what else can you tell us about the preparations before D-Day?
Well, as of yesterday when I spoke with the commission, they were very clear that they were ready. But, you know, with this development now, I'm sure this throws them into a sort of disarrangement, in the sense that if you understand that the major part of this election would have taken place in Dekina, and we're now told that all the non-sensitive materials that are needed for the elections have been destroyed, it will mean they would have to now put in place arrangements to get more to cover whatever gap has occurred there. So I'm expecting them to be putting a lot in place. I've made attempts to speak to the resident electoral commissioner, but he's really busy right now. I haven't been able to get access, and I can understand why. So we expect that they should still be able to cover this up, especially since we understand that this is just 19 polling units. These elections should take place out of over 2,000 polling units in the state. So getting more materials to cover this should not be too much of a problem. It will just take time and a little bit of more logistic arrangement, I think.
Thank you, Larry, for pointing out the importance of the Dakina location to this election. And obviously, we'll be looking to you for all the information as you get it.